So, as part of our series of FAQs and helping people understand more about the Open program, we thought it might be an idea to share some of what the past delegates who came on our last program said about how this is turning up for them in the workplace. So we didn't ask them to do a particular client testimonial. We were just having a conversation, and in that conversation there were some things that just came out without us even probing that illustrated the nature of the benefits of quality of mind for what they're doing in life and work. And we thought we would show you some of those and explain what we liked or what we thought was useful about what they're saying, to give you a clue as to the nature and scale and scope and quality of the benefit you can get from quality of mind. So Franz, I'll share what they said, and then we can give some comments on that.
Yeah, lovely.
So these are some of the things that we heard that just emerged from our conversation. So Franz, what strikes you about these that might be relevant for someone thinking about if they came on the program, what they get out of it?
Yeah, what really struck me in the conversation, it was a very spontaneous conversation about, hey, how are they doing? And then you really hear people giving testimony for how sustainable it actually is. And it really grows on them going forward. It gets better and better. And we like to say that about the program, but it's actually true. If you talk to the people and listen to what they're saying, it's mind-blowing what the transformation actually is.
Yeah, and you can see that. I mean, this quote here, I'm increasingly having more and more insights about the nature of the mind. So right. With some programs where you might have some insights during the program and then it kind of starts to wear off, this is going the other way, as you say, progressive. And this person's having insights about the nature of the mind, and you may think, oh, well, what does that mean? Is that relevant? I mean, what's the point of having an insight about the nature of the mind? I want to have a behavior change. But then you can also see people are saying quite practical things about what it's doing for them in life. So this person, less stress, less worry, health's better, sleeps better, and I'm far more productive and with more ease. So yeah. Not I'm more productive because I'm working really hard, and I'm more productive, yet more ease.
Yeah, and you should have seen the smile on her face when she was commenting on it, because she really said, I have my sleep back, right? I can sleep again, and I'm far more productive and with ease. She almost glowed when she was saying it. So it's really realizing this is really sustainable. It really works in that sense. And I also like the quote, it really is very simple now. And I recognize the huge possibilities as I go up the infinite ladder. And that sounds a little bit strange, I think, to people if you haven't been on the program. But this gives testimony that somebody sees the huge potential, the possibilities, and also it's not striving for something, it's growing on you. You're always on this infinite ladder of seeing new stuff. But you're not striving to get to the end of the ladder. You're constantly growing, and being with ease with that. And so just being in the moment, seeing more and more, and knowing that you're growing without striving for anything is really powerful.
And I think that fits to, we often say quality of mind's about seeing not only your potential, but unknown potential. So the infinite sort of like, well, I don't even know how great this can be. I mean, it's going to carry on because they see the expansiveness and infinite nature of what we are. So not only is it not striving, it's not putting a roof on where it could go.
Right.
And I think this quote here, I have more momentum and curiosity in life. I mean, it may sound a little vague, but just think, if you had more momentum and more curiosity in life, what that would bring behaviorally and results-wise. I mean, that's big, because if there's a couple of things you want in life to be able to be successful, resourceful, it's curiosity and momentum. I mean, you put those two things together, whoosh.
Yeah, that points to me also to flow state and being really in flow, being in that momentum. staying curious. It's yeah.
And this one as well, I'm more present and naturally noticing when I'm getting carried away in the self. Now,
Right.
again, that one needs a little bit of reading with some nuance, because one, I like the word naturally noticing. It's not like I have to then apply this. It's not like, oh, it's a tool and Franz and Piers told us to do this and I have to every time remember it. It's just occurring to me when I'm in the self. And what we mean by in the self is I'm in my head, I'm in my thinking, I'm out of flow, I'm trying to overdo it. So there's a naturalness to how it's occurring, being more present, and a naturalness to the noticing of when you're taking yourself out of the flow into the head again.
Yeah. And to me, it also speaks to how effortlessly you fall out of this situation, if you will.
Yes. And I suppose this quote, less time predicting outcomes, less time's in head, don't overanalyze, so everything's less effort. I mean, that's similar in a way. It's just saying life's got some ease to it. I'm not spending so much time on unnecessary thinking. I'm not trying to predict the future. Again, really powerful for anything in life.
Yeah. And the last one I want to point out is I'm less affected by others, more accepting of them, and see the shift from me to we. Very valuable for work. So normally you would probably say, well, this is a nice insight of in general in life, but this is very helpful, very valuable for work to see this. There's no me, but there's a we. It's the oneness of our being, and don't feel the separation, and how valuable that actually is for work. Right?
I think that's really interesting, isn't it? Because if you think about what the power of an organization or a team is, it's when you harness that togetherness, that synergy, that kind of flow, emergence of the collective rather than just being an individual. And a lot of our time, probably at work, we spend time second guessing someone else or worrying about what they think or trying to impress them, and take that off the table and to harness that synergy. That's where the magic happens in an organization. So I think, again, it's a really powerful thing for someone to recognize.
Yeah, so overall, it's really mind-blowing when people actually are able to say this by themselves without us dragging it out of them, really coming to this and enjoying this and progressively enjoying this for the rest of their life. So
yeah, and it's not even like we took the last 3 years of programs and cherry picked the best quotes. This is just some people from last time. So this isn't our kind of really curated, highly polished and filtered. This is very representative of the kind of thing we get from most programs. Now, if you don't believe that, then go and look at our other testimonials, because we've got a stack of those on YouTube and things, and you can really find out that it's relatively common for people to say things like this when they finish a program. These are not unusual. So we wanted to put this little video together just to show you a little bit more about the type of thing that people will recognize and realize after being on the program. So what we'd say is, if you want to know more about how this could happen for you, reach out, let us know, and we can give you some more specific information given to your individual requirements.